The purpose of life. One may ask, what is the best way for a person to understand his life's purpose? If one follows the bent of one's own mind, if one follows the track to which one is attracted, if one follows one's inner inclination, which is not satisfied with anything else, one feels, there is something waiting for me, which one does not know at the time, which will bring me satisfaction. Besides, if one is intuitive and mystical, it is easier still, because then one is continually told what is the purpose of one's life. For nature has such a perfection of wisdom. One sees that the insects are given the sense to make their little houses, and to protect themselves and to make a store of their food. The bees who have the gift of making honey are taught how to make honey. So nature has taught every soul to seek its purpose. It has made every soul for that purpose, and it is continually calling that soul to see that purpose. If the soul does not hear the call and sleeps, it is not the fault of nature, which is continually calling. Therefore, if I were to say in a few words how to find one's purpose, I would say, by waking from sleep. One might ask, would the outer purpose lead to the inner purpose of life? Certainly it would. Everything a person does, spiritual or material, is only a stepping stone for him to arrive at the inner purpose, if he can only take it to be so. If he is mistaken, the mistake is in himself. He is working towards the inner purpose just the same. For all is created to work as one scheme, and therefore each individual is acting towards the accomplishment of the divine purpose. If there is a difference, the difference is of that particular individual. There are 5 aspects which give one the tendency towards the accomplishment of the inner purpose. Desire to live, desire to know, desire for power, desire for happiness, and desire for peace. These 5 things work consciously or unconsciously in the profound depth of every soul. Working within one, they prompt one either to do right or to do wrong. And yet these 5 aspects belong to the one purpose, in the accomplishment of which the purpose of the whole creation is fulfilled. When the desire to live brings one in touch with one's real life, a life which is not subject to death, then the purpose of that desire is accomplished. When one has been able to perceive fully the knowledge of one's own being, in which is to be found divine knowledge and the mystery of the whole manifestation, then the purpose of knowledge is attained. When one is able to get in touch with the almighty power, then the desire for power is achieved. When one has been able to find one's happiness in one's own heart, independent of all things outside, the purpose of the desire for happiness is fulfilled. When one is able to rise above all conditions and influences which disturb the peace of the soul, and has found one's peace in the midst of the crowd and away from the world, in him the desire for peace is satisfied. It is not in one or the other of these 5 desires that there is the accomplishment of the purpose. It is in the fulfillment of these 5 desires that one purpose is accomplished, the purpose for which every soul was born on earth.